This video is going to go over section 8.2, page 497, question number 47. And this one gives us a sample proportion of teenagers, ages 13 to 17, who have a TV or something like that. 64%. The teens, there's 1,028 teens. The margin of error is given as 3% or 0.03, and they say, what is the confidence level? So just to go over the confidence interval again, we have our p hat plus or minus. Our margin of error is built up of a critical value z star from our normal curve times our sampling, oh gosh, what did I forget what that is? Sample error, standard error. Okay. So in this case, we know what our sample proportion is, 64%, plus or minus z star times square root of 0.64 times 0.36 over our n. Okay, and what they tell us is that this margin of error right here, I'm putting my box around, yeah, that margin of error has to be 0.03, and they're saying what's the confidence level? And that, we're going to be able to find out the confidence level if we can figure out what our z star is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my calculator to enter in all of the stuff here for my standard error. So second square root 0.64 times 0.36 over 1028. That gives me that number. Divide both sides by that number, and that'll tell me that my critical z is 2.0039. Now what does that mean? That means on a standard normal distribution curve where these are all z-scores, okay, so one standard deviation above the mean, one standard deviation below. They're asking us for a z-score up here, a critical z of 2.0039. And we're trying to figure out what is the area under the curve. So I'm going to do this. And when our calculator is giving us the z-score, well, what we can do here is we can use our calculators to figure out what is that entire area. What is this whole area? And the way I'm going to do that is with normal CDF. We're going to start from negative 1,000,000 up to our critical z of 2.0039, with 0 and 1 being the center and spread of our distribution. The way I'll do this is I'll store this answer as x, go to distribution, normal CDF, going from negative 1,000,000 to our upper, that's my x, 0, 1, paste it, and I find this out. I find out that this area is 97.74598%. So this whole thing is 97.74598%. But that is not the confidence level, because remember, this includes both the center section, which is our confidence interval, plus a tail. So how are we going to figure out what the tail is? Well, if I wanted to, the tail on this left side is going to be the same as this empty tail on the right side. And how much is this? Well, we can do 1 minus our answer, and that'll tell us that this over here is 2.25%. And so now to redo kind of the whole picture, what do we know? We know that our tail is 2.25%. We know this tail is 2.25%, and this is going to be our confidence level. So if I did 100% minus 2.25 minus 2.25, 100 minus 2.25 minus 2.25, we get 95.5%. I think the book calls it a 95% confidence interval, but confidence level. But that is how I got it on my calculation.